4 coins graded from ANACS, that #1 coin.
$89 for the Today Special, $96 in bonuses. Was that a null set in math?
You have funny math. You really do. Good math. Very, very good. Very good. I'll have what you're having. Okay, let's talk gold.
This is a special coin, okay? This is a 2017 coin, the coin from last year. This is a coin that, this is also me just knowing what I'm doing with a little help from friends. What this is, very simply, is the 2017 SP gold coin. And the SP gold coin is the special uncirculated coin made by the United States government with the little West Point mint mark right there that stands for, it's a satin finish coin, okay? And it was a relatively nondescript coin for most of the year, okay? Didn't kind of matter to anybody. We'd sold a few of them at the beginning of the year. And then all of a sudden, some information that I have, and we follow these kinds of things, we found out that the government had stopped making them. And we had a count of how many they had and how many they'd sold. And we did the math, because I always do the math.
Yes.
And we found out something very interesting that makes this coin literally unique in American numismatics as we stand here today. Because of the mintage of this coin, 5600 I think is ultimately what it came down to be, this is the rarest American gold eagle, period. So the United States government has been making the gold eagle since 1986, okay? So of all of the American gold eagles at 5,600, this is the rarest coin in the entire American gold eagle series. So if you look at 1986, 87, 88, 89, if you look at reverse proofs, you look at every single permutation of the American gold eagle that have been made in $5, $10, $25, $50, ultimate high relief, all of those things. And if you put all of those things together and do all of that math and all of those things, this is the rarest American gold eagle. Out of nowhere, we now have the coin that is the single most desirable gold coin that has been made by the United States government in the entire thing. Look at that, 5 of those just sold. Because what has happened is you see people out there, and so I knew this coin was about to take off, okay? They only made basically 5,000. I'm gonna go round it to 5,000. I ended up buying about 1,500 of them. So I owned a third of the entire mintage. We even saw other people out there selling this coin, 4,000, 4,200, 4,500. I've even seen it at 5,000. You can put that out there, and you are quite likely, in my opinion, to see this coin at, 4, 6, 8, 10,000. Who knows how it's going to be? Because it is now the designator of the rarest American gold eagle. And people are saying, so it's the rarest 50. No. It's the rarest 5, 10, 25, or 50 in the entire gold eagle series. As a matter of fact, if you want to go back in regular mint state American gold coins, you have to go back to 1891. The entire American silver, the St. Gaudens gold series, there's not a single one of the coins that's rarer than this coin by mintage, okay? And one of the coins that is one of the key coins in the American series right now is the Buffalo gold coins. They did the 24-karat gold buffalo. And in 2008, they did what were called fractional gold buffaloes. They did little 5, 10s, and 25s, little tiny itty-bitty coins, and they basically, in 70 condition, all sell for more than this $37.99, $95. This coin's rarer than all of those coins. So if you were looking for the king, this coin is the king.
The top.
This is the one. And I had to save, literally, I saved 100 coins just for today.
Oh, thank you.
But if you'll notice, we had already sold like 4 or 5. All we had to do is put it on HSN.com, and it just automatically started selling. This is a huge deal, folks. And as you can see, I basically have 90 coins left. Remember, I had like 1,200, 1,300 coins.
It's the last of it.
They weren't all, of course, certified SP70, okay? I think we show, there's 90 left. I've sold 6 in just a couple of minutes. I will sell every one of these today. This is a coin I will sell forever. I can tell you the next time, if I sell this again, you're looking at $39.99, $95. You're looking at $42. You're looking at $44. You're looking at $47.99. Already, many, many, many people out there selling it well in excess of $3,799 because I had this information, and now you have this information before virtually anybody else.
See, that's why people buy coins from Mike here at HSN is because he gets that scoop and then he goes and he makes magic happen when it comes to the world of coins. Can you imagine? You finally scored one of these. People who are other coin guys and gals from all over the country, they tune in whenever Mike is here because they learn what's going on in the marketplace. You know, Mike is basically the coin show that comes to all of America without you having to leave your house. If you want it, now is the time. We'll keep you posted. They are going. So ask for it, 589219.
This will sell out.
This will sell out today.
Okay, this will 100% sell out today. Now, it's an ounce of gold.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there is almost no other coin that I will sell that's an ounce of gold, of which the ounce of gold is the least important part of the value.
Isn't that fun?
Isn't that crazy? So as a backdrop of value, it's an ounce of pure gold. Okay? So you got that going.
There's a bottom line for you.
But it's so much more than that. And like I said, we've been tracking this, and this is one of those things we track all the time. I mean, you know, that we try to keep track of. And when we found out that this was going to be the rarest gold coin made by the United States government, supplanting, I think it was what, the 2012, I think is what the was the rarest prior to this. It was a 2012 SP coin, which sells for in excess of this. Then we jumped on it. We put together literally a couple $1 million. And we put that together and we bought all of the available coins, and all of a sudden the price went boom, 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 boom. We have held this price. I sold this one other time before. I put 100 coins on here, okay? I put 100 coins on here, and we sold them at $3,799 just like that. And I said, hey, listen, you're ahead of the game now. Okay, and I understand if you look out there, you may see that might seem $100 or $200 high. Now it's not. Now it's $300 or $400 or $500 or $600 or $800 low. Okay, I've held the price because I had the coins, so this is your opportunity. I told you the market would come to you. So let me explain again what this really is and what the importance of this coin is. This coin, as you see it right here, is the rarest American gold eagle in the entire series. And when we talk about that, we talk about kind of gradations of collectability. First of all, it's certified SP70 perfect. So we talk about gradations of rarity, collectability, and desirability. So what's rarer, what's more desirable, what's all of these things. And the fact of the matter is, you know, this is the 5th rarest, this is the 8th rarest, there's these degrees of rarity. This is the king. This is the rarest. There is no rarer gold coin than the 2017 SP70 gold coin that you see sitting here in front of you. This is the rarest of all of the gold eagles. And I don't care if it's $5 or $10 or $25 in the denomination. I don't care if it's the Buffalo gold coin. I don't care if it's the reverse proof gold coin. I think they did 10,000 reverse proof $50 golds a couple years ago. They did the high relief gold coins. They did all those coins. They sell for $4,000 and $6,000 and $8,000 and $10,000 and $12,000. You have some of those old proof gold eagles. It's rarer than any proof American gold eagle. So if you look at I'm not talking about just SP or Mint State, I'm talking about all of the gold eagles made by the United States government since 1986. This is the rarest coin. So now you have a degree of collectability, desirability that is unmatched, literally, quite literally, by any other gold coin made by the United States government. You have to understand just how important that is. That there is no other gold coin made by the United States government in the last 32 years that matches the mintage. This is the king. This is the key. This is now the single greatest key to the series. It's not the rarest $50. It's not the rarest regular coin. It's the rarest if you count in all the denominations, 5, 10, 25, or 50. It is rarest by this or gold buffalo. It is rarest by special presentation designation. There is no other gold coin. Pure and simple, bottom line, this is the rarest of the rare.
It's a race to the finish, okay?
Right.
It is absolutely right time, right place. As you were just saying, you know, timing is everything. We all know that in certain aspects of our lives. If you want this, if you can, I know it's not for everybody, but if you can, if this is calling your name, if you know, wow, I'm in that level, I am of that echelon, I could do this. Mike is telling you the backstory on it and why it's such a fabulous opportunity. And you don't have to look high and low. You don't have to worry about, what about that 30 days? You know, is somebody sketchy? No, this is Mike Mezek, HSN, unprecedented. If you can, if you're interested, I definitely want to recommend that you do that before that race to the finish is across the line.
Because here's what happens, is I've been telling everybody and all the, because I've been, in essence, supplying the entire market. And we've sold some of these coins. And then so the people that are buying them from me, then they have to sell it at 4,000, 4,200,
yeah.
4,500, whatever it is. And I've told people, no, I'm out. Because I wanted to save coins for this day.
Thank you.
So as soon as this show is over, I will be getting phone calls. People are going, okay, I know you have some coins. What are you going to do? And I said, well, I'm going to have them. HSN has the opportunity for today to be able to do all of these coins that are humanly possible. I'm down to about 6 dozen, 7 dozen coins is all that remain that I will have available here. Now, I may sell this coin a year from now or 2 years from now, but $37.99.95 is not going to be the price. It will be significantly and substantially more money than that. I think that's important, absolutely 100% important for you to understand and know. At $3,799.95, this is now the king of the American Gold Eagle. This is the absolute key to the entire American Gold Eagle collection. There are many American Gold Eagles, whether they be proof or mint state, that you can spend significantly more money on, but none of them are rarer, particularly in this grade of SP70, absolutely positively
So
perfect.
when you combine grade, rarity, and gold,
this is the king.
This is the king. This is the
king.
top of the mountain. So ask for it.